RGL on Soldier, Figsy on Pyro, Johnny from Cali on Demo, Honesty on Heavy, who I believe is a ringer. I don't have my nickname config text, so I'm just going by what's in the server. Pringle on NG, Moonflower Medic, Percy Sniper, and no Sperm on Spy this time. I'm told. Dave is back actually. That's the other team. I'm actually stupid. My game is running at like 2 FPS. Please help.
We have Hino on Spy.
Yeah, it's Hino.
And then for Imposters, we have Bonesaw on Scout, UGC Admin, Omega Lul, Wise on Sully, Inquisition on Pyro, Flare on Demo, Musique on Heavy, NG we have Starfruit, Medic, Zoom, Sniper, Michael, and Spy, Dave.
So yeah, all really good players. There's some sixes names in there like Sandblast that we'll see, but
Yeah?
Why is TF2 taking up 90% of my GPU?
I don't know, but we're into the first round here. Teams are walking out of the gates. We can see there's maybe setting up a late sack wave here for Imposters. They're kind of taking their time, getting a bit of spam out. Sandblast is on Flare. This would be a big pick. So Flare goes down, which, you know, that's just going to add. He's on a bit of a 10-second respawn timer. So another 10 seconds for the actual sack wave, but Wise goes in and dies, so another 10 seconds before their sack wave can come in. Bonesaw is still pushing the card a bit, so not awful, but they really want to get this sack wave out, but they're actually deciding no sack wave. They brought Zoom out of the spawn. They're just going for an Uber trade on Flare, solo trade, getting air blasted, but the Uber from Ye will come out, air blasting everyone back, and we're just resetting, I guess, back to even Ubers. No real big deaths on either side, so maybe we'll now see some sack waves if Flare and Wise can stay alive.
Maybe, but I guess in this bit of a lull, you have a request from Mr. Dumtum in chat, asking if you would like to shit talk some middies on Thursday.
You know me, I'm always down for shit talking people in casts. Wise goes down again, and Flare. So again, not a good start from Imposters. I mean, their Demo and Sully keeps going down. They're bringing their Medic out of spawn with only 50% Uber, so I'm not really sure what they're thinking of doing here. Maybe just trying to get this Uber, but I don't know. Maybe a sack wave, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like they're just going for the push straight away.
And Ray is just going to be coming up on his Uber now. Zoom's a little behind, but shouldn't matter too much, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of kills coming out for each side. Sniper down for squirtyay, and the Uber comes out. Even though they can get Imposters Demo, they're going to back out. I don't know, maybe they could have refought that. I mean, it was a bit awkward with the positioning. I think they got pushed back a bit too far. You know, they gave Imposters a lot of space there, but overall, not bad. See someone in chat. squirtyay is currently red team, yes.
Just gonna, yes, their tag is indeed yay. So we'll get that swap around real quick.
You can already see no real sentry coming up. They're just got a level 1 so far on the second point here, which is not what you want to see. So after what looked like a really good first hold for Squirt here, they're being pushed back.
Yeah, just not really able to find better footing on second, and just gonna have to probably leave at this point.
Flare's in, but out straight away. Yeah, again, squirtyay had a really good first hold there, but it kind of all fell apart. They couldn't get they lost their Demo, but they lost their Sniper, excuse me, and then had to back out, and then didn't get a good sentry up. But we can see already Imposters getting a nice aggressive push here. They've got their Heavy and Shithouse distracting. Their combo all clumped up around the cart. Flare looks like he wants to push up, but nothing big happening yet. Flare goes down to a Sniper. Their Heavy went down in Shithouse, and I don't know, at this point I think Zoom should be trying to get out, but yep, there he goes, out with the Scout. Yeah, I mean, that was looking good, but then key classes went down for them, Heavy and Demo. and we're just going to see another reset. And this is going to give squirtyay the time they need to get that sentry set up and get a more comfortable hold here.
That's really important for squirtyay as well. Imposters we're going to want to get everything possible done with that, as they did have a pretty significant Uber advantage over Ray, but he is up on it now.
Yeah, Uber trade there coming out, but Figsy's able to air blast everyone back, and I think this Uber definitely goes in the direction of squirtyay here. They're getting some nice kills, they're pushing them back, they got the heavy, they got some people nice and low. Zoom went down very low but didn't die in the end, but you know, at the end of the day, if you can get the enemy medic low, they're not going to want to fight that anymore. They just want to keep the Ubers even, not want to end up in a disside situation, they just back out.
Yeah, they are obviously going to do it. You don't want to... The worst case scenario in any of these situations is just bleeding players and not being able to defend the next point, so playing conservatively, you can't really blame them.
Yeah, we can see Inquisition here on the cart, just trying to keep it going. Pyro's really good for pushing the cart here because, oh, never mind, he gets sniped, but generally pretty good because you're able to spam. Zoom eats a pipe. Wow, big spam. Big spam coming out here from squirtyay. Really just focusing down everyone as they need to, and yeah, Imposters push back out again. This is a very weird match so far. squirtyay looking like they're maybe getting overwhelmed a bit, but then I think Imposters try to speed it up a bit too much and end up losing some cohesion because they're opting for speed over cohesion. And you know, sometimes you just need to slow it down even a little bit, even if you think you'll lose an advantage, if you can get a better, more tight push with your whole team. But again, the whole team going on cart and tracks here, not opting for any sort of slope play, which is interesting to say the least, because in this position on tracks, they're just going to get spammed really hard by squirtyay's Demo and Sully, and maybe even Pyro if the Pyro wants to go forward, but Dave gets squirtyay's Demo. So we're going to see a situation where it's going to be more and more difficult to spam Imposters off the tracks, and they're going to get a good position here, but the Uber comes out with the Pyro and the Scout, but Sandblast gets yeeted off the cliff. Musique gets yeeted off along with Physicsy. Nice little trade there, yeah. I mean, I can see what squirtyay were going for, a good old Pyro Uber there to just air blast everyone off the cliff, but I think Imposters kind of saw it coming and just backed up enough that they weren't going off the cliff.
I mean, you could always just run Force of Nature as well. I think that's your strat.
I mean, we don't
Or
talk
fish.
about MC Highlander.
Get 8 fish kills. I think a good strat here as well would be to screen share me on Discord so I can see the game.
I mean, I could.
Shout. Yeah, could you please?
I mean, maybe,
I'm just gonna blame Mitch for this.
yeah, you know, me and all my homies hate Mitch.
Yeah, we hate Mitch.
I love you, Mitch. Please let me cast CSGO. Anyway, Imposters pushing the cart, a lot of cart time here. squirtyay is forced back into spawn. They get a big spawn wave though. They're able to get on cart, spam off everyone, get the cleanup kills, and I don't know, I mean, maybe Imposter is just a little unlucky with that timing there. Oh, and Imposter's medic gets forced by Sandblast with a big flank. They go in with the heavy Uber, trying to get some space, but he should die immediately to the spam, and he does. And now I think they're going to back out. We're going to see a reset here where both teams are going to wait. Flare may be a bit too aggressive, gets spammed out, and we can see Inquisition trying to make some space here, but yeah, at this point, I mean, squirtyay are kind of stuck in their own spawn, which isn't necessarily what you want to see. It can be an okay position to play in, but definitely easy to get caught out by a big Uber. But squirtyay do have the Uber advantage here, and it looks like they're going in with the Demo for the Uber. It's actually a crits. Apologies, crits comes out, a lot of kills. Fat crits, absolutely big dick plays from squirtyay there, and yeah, we're going to see this crits advantage continued, so they're going to keep trying to go on with this crits and keep it all going. And Zoom's just respawning with only 15%, and we can see this discrepancy in the Ubers is only going to get bigger as it continues.
Yeah, I mean, they're just... Inquisition or Imposters, not Inquisition, are in kind of a weird spot here. They keep just trying to push the cart that little distance, but if they don't just sort of group up and actually try to get a real push in, then you're not really gonna get much with that as long as you're right around top of things.
I'm turning on my screen share stream so I can actually cast. If my camera wants to turn off and it wants to let me screen share.
You're gonna have 2 casters finally? That's pug. I see your fan.
That's not a fan, that's a ceiling light, but... How do you think I'm rich enough for a camera?
Also meet you back in Discord.
Whoops.
We're just trying to figure it out.
My computer's dying because I have a Twitch stream open, TF2, and I'm trying to screen share to Ire. Because Ire's PC is melting in the Hawaiian heat. I don't know.
Yeah,
My computer does not like all this stuff in the background.
We get a GoFundMe for Dempsey to get a better PC.
Can we... You're not in the server!
Get a better PC so he can make mid-playoffs.
That one stings.
Shout out to TF2 well.
Imposters pushing the card. You know what? I'm giving up on the screen share thing until I actually have a break in the cast here, so let's get back to actually casting.
Oh, what?
Squirtyay, a lot of people down. But Imposters also just trying to group up a bit before they push in. And this might be another situation where Squirtyay gets enough spawners that they're able to contest card here. Shotgun Heavy comes out. Forces the medic. What's happening? The medic's laughing. Oh my god, what?
What is going on? I saw Sand on the family business get a medic first.
And you know what? He also made the medic do the laugh taunt with the Christmas gloves. Now they're on cart again. I don't know. This is insane. Flare's on cart, but he goes down. I wish you could. I wish you could see what was happening.
I'm watching Twitch stream, which just has a lot of delay. I genuinely do not know what's going on because, like, these guys are just. Is this a scrim? Are we passing a scrim? It would not be the first time that we've done that.
Yeah, my PC does not like screen share, watching Twitch, and also playing TF2 at the same time, so I think you're out of luck, Ire. Just fix your PC,
no.
bro. Anyway, advantage here for Squirtyay, but this time they're on Uber instead of Kritzkrieg, so... You know, I mean, our boy Arts isn't just going to get those big plays again, but Uber charge is still good here. We can see that Imposters have tried to take the upper area, but being spammed a bit by Gel, and yeah, they're just struggling to take any sort of room here, even though Squirtyay are playing back their spawn, and Bonesaw is trying to melee kill Sand. What is happening? I don't know.
This is playoffs, we promise.
I mean, Musique trying to get towards cart, eating some sentry, but... Oh no, Ray gets stabbed by Dave, his Uber gets dropped, and now we're going to see Imposter coming out with the Ubered NG. Uncle Dane's never been happier, and Imposters eventually gets that cap with a 12-minute time, which is maybe not optimal, but pretty good considering how long they took to get first and how third kind of went against their favor there towards the end.
Yeah, really, I mean, it's not an impossible time to make up, but it's not ideal by any means.
Alright, I feel good.
I'm trying to turn the screen share on so you can actually talk while I try and do this while my PC dies.
Alright then, but I can't see. Look at the show. We're not really seeing what Red is doing the pregame, but they do have crit stickies at the very least, so we are seeing that. Oh, okay, we do actually.
Yeah.
I have the game
At 15 FPS, 480p, because that's all my PC can handle with all these applications running.
480p is optimistic.
Listen, buddy, I'm kidding. You're the one who's PC died.
Thank you, Dempsey.
You're welcome, buddy. So,
Yes, we are very okay, Looster.
yes, keep talking to our production member that
That
our
they can't
stream
hear.
can't
Yeah, don't
hear.
worry about it. I'm actually talking to myself. Looster's the voices in my head.
I wish the voice in my hand sounded as sexy as that, man. But anyway, we can see Squirtyay's Sandblast goes down, so Cart going to be moving up a bit slower, and Arts goes in, but he's in on the medic, but Gel's just kind of chilling. No Sully, no Pyro to back up that demo bomb, and Percy gets stabbed, so these have been some very messy first pushes so far. I mean, bit disjointed, not everyone going in for the sack wave. Maybe some miscommunication with the stress of playoffs game, but
I mean, it's something I would expect from like this level of a team, especially like in a playoffs game, and it's also an upward. It's not a particularly uncomfortable map for them.
And the Uber trade comes out with Inquisition being Uber, just getting a force out and then straight back out. So we can see that a few players went down for Imposters, so overall that's not a bad Uber trade to take, even though it goes slightly in the favor of squirtyay, who Ubered a little bit earlier, but
we're actually going to see a
Musique
Bugle
down.
coming right back in after the Uber exchange. But
Musique goes...
I don't much more.
Yeah, I mean, Musique's down, so I'd say that Sand goes down, both heavies down. I'd say that squirtyay could use this to kind of take playground control, which Arts is doing, spamming down, taking some room here, spamming up the gun. He gets the gun, which is big, and backs out before the Pyro and Demo can get on him, but Ray's getting spammed out as well. They're kind of just trying to take the space here, use the playground control to kind of disjoint Imposters and force them out, and that's what we're seeing. Figsy just shooting at the Heavy with the Fist of Steel. Weapon's very fun. Heavy just eats 1 million damage and just walks out. He's fine. He's healthy.
He's perfectly fine there. And wearing gloves does indeed protect you from getting shot in the back.
And we see a pause.
Oh boy.
Um,
I guess the first cap comes in as well.
yeah, I don't know, maybe we can... Can you get in touch with any players using your journalistic powers there?
I can DM Figsy.
But,
Just
pause coming out here, and I'd say that, in my opinion, squirtyay are in a better position here. I mean, Imposters are going to try hold aggressive here, from what I can see, but, Flair's a bit too far forward, bit low. He might get caught out by Percy. Percy staring down the sights of the barrel at Flair here. This demo pick could be huge if he gets it, because that would let them really push up and take this control. No demo means no big spam. You can just walk over hill, take as much space as you want, and really just pressure the enemy team as hard as you want. And yeah, I think Flair is going to be the key here once this map unpauses. If Flair goes down, I think we might see this second point swing into the favor of squirtyay. If Flair stays alive, I think we might see Imposters get a nice little setup here on second aggressively.
Yeah, and I mean that first push was still a little sloppy for squirtyay, but it was definitely better than the one we saw Imposters execute in the previous half, so still gonna have a pretty sizable... Like, it's definitely very possible for them to win off of at the pace they're going. I can't see what time they actually do have, because it keeps ticking down during the pause, but...
Good old HUD reload scheme will help you out there, buddy.
It's about 12 minutes then, so...
I
I mean, yeah, it's a little time for them. Or no, that is not... That was just a... I don't know.
Anyway,
We'll find out later.
what
No,
you
when
been
it
up to
unpauses.
today? What you get up to
What if
today, buddy?
What I'm up to? I went to the doctor, got my physical.
Oh, nice.
Got-
the
got
stream
shots.
started, so I don't care.
Oh,
anyway,
perfect.
game started. Flair survives. He's still low, so I think they're trying to exploit that. They Uber with Sandblast on Musique. Musique gets saved, and the Ubers will just kind of be even here. Sand is in a good position to maybe... Oh, he gets caught out. Sandblast gets sniped, but not before he helps Arts take down the Heavy. And we'll see squirtyay still taking a bit aggressive here on the hill. They've got a sniper and a demo alive, so they can get a lot done with the spam, and maybe a sniper gets a nice shot out. But so far nothing really happening. They're just peeking, seeing what they can get done. As Imposters are on a pretty good spot here. They've got the hill, and they've also got the sentry to back up onto if they need that help. But Percy gets Michael, and the lack of a sniper here for Imposters will really just benefit squirtyay as they're able to take some more room, see what's going on, but yeah, players going down.
I mean, how are we supposed to sniper get kill push hard? You don't have a sniper.
At the end, isn't that what Highlander is all about? Ray is so low here and he goes down with 94%. Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, this whole push from squirtyay is kind of getting a little massacred.
My HUD's broken, so I'm going to reconnect to the server, which also means I can't see the server because I'm screen
We have
sharing.
0 caster. Well,
Listen,
no, we can cast off the Twitch stream. We got it.
I have a functional PC. I can reconnect. You can read, in the meantime, you viewers can read DumTum's nice little copy pastas in chat. Back when Dempsey was a streamer, now I'm just a low tier caster main that drinks too much. But anyway, I'm back on the server. We can see that squirtyay have gone for a more passive. They're slowly moving up the hill into Flair's spam. He's landing some nice stickies, just being able to zone the enemy team and keep them back. Make sure they don't take this space for free.
Hino managed to pick up the heavy and all that, so that could be an in potentially for squirtyay here.
Yeah,
and he's gonna get Michael PC as well, so heavy and sniper down. Those are big picks.
But then Dave gets the demo. I mean, both spies doing a lot here. No demo means, I don't know, maybe sack a Sully, see what your sniper can get, but play a bit more passive with your medic, because you know the enemy team's going to be coming for you, and we might see that. Gel looking for something maybe, but not able to get it as Sandblast hides off, but Flair goes down to a sniper, and now we're going to see them bomb in. Gel bombs in, gets the heavy, they uber just to Pyro. Figsy air blasting them back, they're going to get nothing here. Big bomb from Gel. Can he get the medic? No, he gets air blasted. Gets the sniper, which is nice, little consolation prize, but not what he wanted optimally. But yeah, we see the second point here go into the favor of squirtyay with 7.5 minutes left on the clock. Michael PC is still down here, so they're going to be trying to make some room, but oh, Musique almost gets Ray there. Musique on the high ground, a bit sneaky, but eventually can't get him.
Yeah, I couldn't quite find it there, and Ray's gonna have a pretty sizable uber advantage as they try to push third here, so they're gonna try to make as much of that as they possibly can. Obviously don't want to put yourself in a bad situation because of it, but...
Yeah, and the Uber comes out with the demo. No one but the demo, not optimal, because this comes to be denied by a Pyro, which we see. The heavy eventually comes into it, gets a flash, but they've taken a lot of room here, which is good, but they're still being forced back by Flair, who's getting really nice spam out. Inquisition zoning them a bit with the air blast. Gel gets 2 in the background.
Gel is just cleaning up the flank and got the flare immediately after that, so absolute work on the soldier. Even got a dispenser pick.
You know, my boy Gel, one might say he's holding this team together.
He really is.
Did you like that one? I thought that was pretty clever.
I do like the one. Put the next article when you for RGL. Oh wait.
Yeah, that's not happening. But anyway, Art's aggressive here in the upper area by the stairs, gets sniped by Michael. Nice shot on the juggle demo, and yeah, I think we'll see them back out here. But Flair goes down as well to another spy. Hino's been really good at getting these stab picks after being maybe the second choice for imposters after squirtyay after 5perm was suspended recently.
No, 5perm was on Inquisition Imposters.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Dave is the main spy for them, so Hino is the starter for squirtyay.
You know what? I don't apologize to Hino, but anyway.
Yeah, bring back 5. Free 5perm.
I don't know what he did. I don't know if I can say that, but anyway, Uber Charge comes out, but a lot of players go down for squirtyay, and in the time it takes them all to reposition themselves and get ready, I think the spawns are going to come out here for imposters, but only a demo up on the high ground here with the medic on a sniper, so I don't think he's going to be able to hold this, but Inquisition on the flank, getting some nice damage down, and Gel bombs up, but yeah, I don't know, I mean, they've got such a tentative hold here on the high ground. I really think squirtyay should be using this advantage to take some space, but they just keep kind of feeding in one by one, feeding the logs for imposters and letting them take more control of the high ground.
Yeah, I mean, the same as last time, we're just going to need to really see them actually group up and make the push work. I think they are just sort of all trickling in now. But they've all spawned now, at least.
That was an astute observation.
Try and break this tiles hold for imposters. I keep wanting to say Inquisition, I literally don't know why. Both the big classes for them, Dave and Mike are going to go down. And there's an Uber exchange in tiles here. Just the Pyro absolutely stuffing Arts.
Yeah, I think that was a nice little classic Uber trade there. They let them get close, waste a few seconds to their Uber, and then they Ubered their Pyro. Imposters with the late Uber can just get more done. He goes down eventually to Sandblast coming up. Sandblast, it doesn't get Flare. Flare turns around, but see a lot of card time here. Flare now gets the NG, gets the demo, cleans everything up. Hino, though, decloaks in tiles, gets caught. Nothing to be found there, sadly, but Gel making his way up, seeing what he can get. Just spamming a bit, maybe going to jump up the high ground here, but Bonesaw comes behind him, hits him for 100, and he's not going to jump up now.
Yeah. I mean, Michael PC actually on the Cypher has managed to find at least more impact on this last hold, but, you know, as we've seen the spies really popping off, the snipers haven't been showing as much performance. I say that Percy actually managed to find Inquisition at least, so something for him there. But they're going to need a hell of a lot more than that if they actually want to push in. They only got 3 minutes to make this work. And with that tiles hold still completely intact, that's very possible for Inquisition.
I don't know if I'm proud of DumTum for spelling my first name right or annoyed at him for just leaking my full name in Twitch chat. Anyway.
I mean... anyway, yeah, Art's going to go down to Flare. I'm not sure quite where that was. And we've got just Inquisition again. Finding so many picks on this, but getting a little greedy with it actually. Squirtyay gonna get the same numbers back. So
Ray dropped there to Musique.
oh, I did not see that.
Yeah, I mean Musique just maybe a little bit aggressive, playing some flank heavy and gets the medic pick there, but you can see they're trying to keep the cart moving, you know, Sandblast just making sure the cart keeps moving, which I think that's the optimal way to play Scout here on Upward Last. There's not much room to actually do much as Scout, I think, so just making sure the cart doesn't roll back too far is, I think, the best thing you can do. Is we can see a nice little blue sniper dot, keeping an eye on Zoom, watching out for any sort of movement. I think we might see some sort of bomb onto Zoom as Hino gets the cart up to the point of no return. So the cart literally dangling on the edge here now, and might see some more chaos as the pub brain engages by seeing the cart so close to the finish. Hell yeah, Ire left Mumble.
Just got dropped
oh, there he
from the
is.
Mumble server randomly Lamau. What won't go wrong today?
I don't know. I mean, Booster could get DDoSed.
Again.
Again. I mean, yes, I don't know, I think Imposters are being a little bit passive here. Dave in a really nice spy spot does get caught out by the NG though, activates his Dead Ringer. I mean, we can see that Imposters have been much more tentative with their Ubers. They're kind of keeping them, not really going for any big Uber pushes on their ad, but I think we might see a repeat here, an Uber in from Squirtyay, and then a nice little late Uber onto their Pyro to just air blast and stuff the enemy team back down the stairs, and yeah, that's exactly what we're seeing, and I mean, Squirtyay are just running out of time here.
But it's a complete replay of the last Uber exchange we saw, which is just a complete stuffing in the lower area there. Out of tiles, and like Squirtyay, they only have a minute to make this work.
The post-Uber kills are going in the favor of Squirtyay. They're getting a lot of nice kills, but their players are low because of it. You can see some nice cleanup coming out from Imposters, and yeah, they might get this. 40 seconds left, they're getting on the cart. Big spawn wave in the next 10 seconds for both Imposters, but looks like it might be too late.
Yeah, they got the
Position
pyro on
can't
it.
air blast.
Oh, not quite being pushed in, but that is gonna be it. Dave wasn't quite on in time. So that'll be first half of Upward going to Squirtyay. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, that was a pretty good round there. I mean, we saw that I think Squirtyay maybe just a bit uncomfortable with Upward Last. Imposters had some really good, they kind of had the textbook Uber deny ready, you know, let them waste a few seconds of their Uber and then back out your spam classes and just get the Pyro ready to air blast and spam them back down. I think the important thing about Pyro or even a Solly Uber is that or Scout Uber is that you can really quickly see who's not in the Uber and focus that player down. So I think that's one of the few redeeming qualities about a Pyro Uber is that if someone's not in the Uber, you're pretty much damaging them straight away.
Yeah, and I wonder if Imposters just really did get a little greedy after they managed to stuff that Uber, because like they would have been completely fine. Like they stuffed that Uber really well, but they just sort of fed a couple players afterwards, and that was the in that Squirtyay weeded on that last with just seconds left in the end.
I would like to say I would like to see the V-Clocks throws up copy pasta dumb because I've forgotten that one. That's a good LAN story. I don't know if I can tell that though. That might be a bit mean to tell on stream.
That's your call.
Nah. I'll tell embarrassing stories about myself, but I'll leave other players out of it, you feel?
Yeah, sure.
My name is literally in
though.
the overlay? Oh, my name is literally in the overlay. I guess I can't get mad at them for leaking my name anymore.
I mean, I guess that's true. But I don't know why we've reloaded the map because we're still just playing up.
Yeah, I mean, we have some nice little logs on stream there. Let's take a look-see.
Do we have those logs stream?
We do indeed. Wow, Hino got a lot of nice kills there, and Percy doing a good job. Much better than Michael, but I think Michael maybe being a bit more focused down.
Yeah.
The boy Johnny
Percy-
from Cali, fragging.
Yeah. And Percy as well, really just doing a number on Michael. At least in terms of just raw kills.
I think Sandblast really showed that he's probably one of the better scouts in the division, just DM-wise. I mean, he was really all over the place a lot of the time, in a good way. Just everywhere that squirtyay maybe didn't expect him to be. Or sorry, everywhere that Imposters didn't expect him to be. And dealing out some nice damage and cleaning up some good damage.
Wait, is that Johnny from Cali DPM actually real? 611?
Probably. I mean, I think you have to remember that in Highlander there are 9 players to spam.
That's true, but it still seems like absurdly high.
It's pretty
I don't
high, but I think a good demo man on a map like Upward or Steel will find that you really never stop damaging players. You're constantly spamming, constantly doing damage, especially on defense, but still a really good performance.
Yes, indeed. See if you can keep that up here. I'm trying to remember. I feel like he's almost. It might be a ringer for them, although I'm gonna verify that.
Yeah, bust out the journalism, you know? Let's
We're
do
gonna
some
bust out
investigative.
Navigating RGL's awful website.
Yeah, I mean, it could be worse. It could be UGC's website.
That's very true. I won't complain ever again.
I apologize to Bonesaw, the UGC admin in the server.
Is he still a UGC admin? I don't think he is.
I don't know, actually. I remember him being UGC admin back in the day, but
Yeah. I mean, Johnny from Cali is actually an RGL admin too. So, oh no, he is rostered. He's just not named Johnny from Cali on the team page.
yeah, it would be called Arts, right?
No, he is Johnny.
What? Why is he Arts in the... He's Arts on the casting.
Arts is someone
plugin.
else.
Oh.
I don't know.
This is a confusing day.
I might have screwed up.
I mean, we can see that Ray dropped twice, and I don't know if they were his fault. I mean, really just getting pressured a lot by Imposters there, the whole map, and still got some good healing out, but I don't know, maybe I'd like to see a bit more heals pumped into squirtyay's heavy, I think. Music got a lot of heals, and really good at just keeping that damage output out, and I think squirtyay's heavy was maybe a bit starved for heals in that regard.
Yeah, but it did feel like he was almost playing on the flank a little more, like kind of almost like roaming heavy. As much of a meme as that sounds like.
I don't know. That's not as uncommon as you'd find in some. It depends on your team composition, how your team plays, and a flanking heavy can really do a lot of damage. You know, when a Tomislav heavy is revved up and he has that damage ramp up, he can really shred an entire team if they're not checking all their corners.
Or as we saw in last, they sometimes just need the family business and holiday punch.
Yeah, can we talk
the
about that?
automatic
That was
force.
ridiculous.
What
was that?
Very confused what was going on.
So he walked out of spawn with the family business, forced the medic, and then when the medic Ubered, he punched him in the back with the Christmas gloves and forced a taunt to waste their entire Uber.
I mean, he got the play, but like, that is very confusing, at least in my mind. But I mean, hey, you never know what happens sometimes. It's just chaos, and they do have those classic Highlander comms.
I do love chaos.
It's true.
I mean, yeah, this was I think this was the first Upward game I've casted where we've not really seen it devolve into the pub brain, cart is near the end on Upward last, feed in everyone. which plagues even the higher level teams, to be honest. You'll see it a lot where the cart gets towards the end and teams kind of just say, you know what, we've got pretty good DM, I think we can just take this by all sacking in. But it's very easy for that to devolve from an organized 9-man sack into chaos feed 1 by 1. Anyway.
I mean, we did see that a bit from both teams on the last pushes, where once that cart got really close, they did just try to all like sack in 1v1 for it, but they just never were successful, and they did have to regroup in the end, which was part of why we didn't see like particularly great times from either of them.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think both teams got held. squirtyay especially, I think, got held up in positions they didn't necessarily want to get held up in, particularly the last push. Whereas Imposters maybe had a bit more of a struggle on the first point, and then the third point where they let their momentum kind of get ahead of them and kind of tripped themselves up by going a bit too fast. But we're seeing the second round go ahead. Crit stickies coming out for Imposters, and hopefully we'll see some sack waves where both Sniper and Demo don't die immediately.
That would be really nice, wouldn't it? But
A man can dream.
this is very true.
Yeah,
Kitsuki's just being cleared, not finding anything much at all. Then
I think
finally
Gel
the first
failed
spawn.
his jump there.
Yeah, we saw Arts just in on his own. I'm just saying that's Arts, since it's in the config. I don't know if that's actually someone else. Percy actually got down pretty early too, the spy, but Michael gonna find Sandblast on the flank there, so I don't know, just nothing really being found with all these initial sacks, just gonna wait for people to spawn and try again.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, we're on the second round here, and there's been 0 successful sack waves, I'd say, so far. I mean, like Gel, again, back to spawn to resup, and Art's just waiting to get something done, but they've brought their medic out, so I don't think we're going to see another sack wave, or that's going to see another Uber trade. I think we can expect to see Inquisition Ubered here to deny the Uber. There we go. And Flare gets into Uber as well to get some damage out. Arts jumps away up onto Playground. Pretty good jump. Oh, look at all this damage Arts can do from up here. They're just backing out straight away. I think, yeah, I mean, Musique went down before that push really started, and that just left him in kind of a vulnerable position there in the Uber trade. And once Arts gets that jump on the Playground, they can just spam everything for free. That's when you just kind of need to accept and back out.
I mean, despite the first failed sack wave, that is probably the cleanest first push that we've seen all game.
Sandblast is AFK, just chilling. Oh, he's back.
There we go. He's just...
He's vibing.
Checking Tinder, apparently. He does have a very nice butt. I will say that, if you've seen that picture of him.
Excuse you? Bring that up on stream.
Oh god, it's in the... I know it was used as his picture in the TF2 Olympics video. It was used as his profile picture. You can find it there, I don't have it on my PC.
Is Sandblast's ass TOS?
Sandass?
Sandass?
Yeah.
I mean, Zoom died with 98% Uber in the middle of all that, but I don't know, I'm kind of interested in Ass Blast now. Uber comes out from a bomb from Wise, but Ass Blast and Arts here going forward with the Uber, just getting a lot done. Arts coming up behind the Ass Blast, bringing in the spam.
Like, we're not on capping TV. I don't think Archer them cares, but I won't be able to cast for those.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Level 1 sentry on third point here for Imposters. I don't know, man. Arts is vibing on tracks. Gel's eating spam. Yum Yum goes down. Blair goes down to a snipe. So I think the demo death here is going to be kind of key. Again, I don't know. I mean, squirtyay are still opting for keeping their demo on tracks and the spamming, but I think once Flare goes down, they could maybe rotate their demo onto slope to push up a bit more aggressively. Musique gets sniped again, so this is a good position to try and move up, but with their sniper dead, they really have to worry about the enemy sniper, but they Uber anyway. Come forward, but the Pyro going to air blast them all the way away. And I think we're very quickly realizing that Inquisition is the favorite Uber target for an Uber trade. for Imposters here, and to be fair, it's been working for them. I mean, Inquisition's been doing a great job with timing. I presume. Figsy goes in, gets Inquisition and Zoom.
Oh my god, Figsy. Yeah, she just absolutely rolled them there. But,
yeah, I don't
that's
know.
gonna be third capped by the looks of it.
Gotta admit that Imposters here have some really good Uber trades, but I think they've got a very structured kind of system for dealing with Uber trades. They Uber their Pyro, they kind of try and get a later Uber so they can get some nice air blasts out, but then in the post Uber where the chaos theory comes into play, that squirtyay just are maybe better DM or more adaptable to those kind of situations, and you can see where it's more kind of impromptu with those post Ubers that I think squirtyay really have the advantage, and they're taking advantage of the chaos that happens when you've just finished an Uber and your team's kind of spread out a bit more.
And Michael PC, I think, putting his first SVS of this half onto Percy, but that card is rolling in very fast. You're going to see the Uber just now coming out from Squirty. They haven't found Zoom with it, but it's not really going to matter too much.
Dave with a big drop stab gets Figsy and Sandblast. Oh, Dave! So, we're going to see squirtyay push back out a bit. Big spam coming, and we can see that Imposters are straight away using this to move back up onto tiles, which I think maybe struggled a bit before getting control of tiles and keeping it, and very quick this round to get up there and hold it. squirtyay, not to be outdone, they're moving straight up the tiles with their heavy. Uber comes out, they force the Uber, but Ray gets out with 80 health, so nice Uber trade there. I mean, they're going to see the Uber advantage go in their favor here, and they can try and get something done with this big Uber ad, but as we saw from last round, they maybe struggled a bit pushing upward last, so let's see if they can fix it.
What's kind of interesting there, I've seen Wise doing, is he's popping his battalion during all of Red's Ubers. And I don't know exactly why you would do that. I guess to prevent... Oh my god. Okay, you know what, Wise, I was going to say something... I was gonna say something that you were doing is interesting, but I mean, I can't after that.
Wise with the I hate myself in the chat there, and you know what, Wise, we hate you too. I'm kidding, Wise, we love you. Anyone that
Only
falls in the
Dempsey hates you.
Anyone that falls in the pit and gives us some entertainment value, you're okay in my book, because squirtyay here pushing the cart, but getting kind of collapsed on by Imposters, only left with their heavy and NG here on cart, but Figsy distracting the enemies at spawn, getting some nice damage, some nice kills, and eventually squirtyay will get a very respectable 6 minutes 30 time.
Yeah, this is more like a time we expected from these caliber of team. They really just sort of cleaned up their last push, and also their first pushes as well, just so much faster than they were doing it before. And it could have actually even been faster. On the initial last push in from squirtyay, they actually had tiles control before Red could even get set up, so that could have been actually even more of a roll. Or
hey,
not that this was a roll.
How come I'm not modding the Essentials channel? Huh?
I can't do this.
Well.
Okay, I'm gonna ban you.
Anyway. No Kritzkrieg here from squirtyay, just a nice little Uber to get the points up. Looks good on the logs, I've been timed out from chat for 10 minutes. Well, you know what? I'm going to respect my timeout. I'm going to mute my mic for the next 9 minutes 45 seconds. Anyway, round starting. And I don't know, last time Imposters were pushing first, we saw Flare and Wise they kept dying separately, no real good organized stack waves, and Wise again, dead. And I think, good, he got Sandblast, and Flare is already 25 HP.
Yeah, these first stack waves just are never seemingly doing anything. And especially with Percy just picking up some people there as well. It's not looking too great. They might just try to go for it again with some spawns, or they might just push it like they did last time, or at least we saw squirtyay did.
Yeah, now also seeing a proper sack wave here. I mean, I say that, but Flare didn't go.
Did Ray drop?
Ray dropped. I mean, that works. I mean, just send in Wise on his own. He'll get him.
Success sack wave. Congratulations.
I'm very confused that Zoom came out of spawn, the Uber comes here. I don't know if this is going to be a good Uber. I mean, they get the sentry, but they've got Sand behind them, cleaning up the demo, cleaning up the medic, potentially? No, he just cannot get the medic. He gets the medic! He's airblasted up the stairs, surfs up the stairs, lands behind the medic, gets the kill. Gel goes in, trying to get some cleanup, can't get it done. Sandblast, though, thinks about it, decides it's not a great idea, and backs back out. But, wow, some ridiculous medic bets. We had Gel get Zoom, or sorry, other way around. We had Wise get Ray in a single sack, and then we had Sand surf up the stairs on a pyro air blast to get Zoom. And the Uber advantage going back to squirtyay here after a ridiculous heavy surf.
Yeah, and that's the same heavy that got the escape, or not the escape fund, the family business force as well. So he's just been kind of getting on these meds like mad. We're told, get our camera on Sandblast. What's Sandblast up to?
Yep, I got my camera on Sandblast to see him off the cliff.
And alright, that's 2 for the pit counter. But it's a shame we're not playing Steel in these playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, Asblast gets yeeted. I don't know what else to say. Music going for the Christmas punch again. Goes down to Fixie. Oh, and Hino gets Flare. Oh, this is the Chaos Highlander I like to see. Another player goes off the cliff. Gel gets air blasted right off. Wise bombs in, gets yeeted off the cliff. No, he lands at 4 HP. Oh. Alright, I have respect for Wise being the only person to save himself. Bombs back in on 30 HP.
He just goes for it.
Wise,
what's he doing?
Maybe, you know, with 3 minutes 40 seconds left on the clock, I think Imposters are really they're feeling the pressure, trying to go for some desperate plays, but nice flank there. Gel bombs in, Sandblast goes in at the same time, cleans up big damage, helps Arts, cleans up on his damage, and Arts gets a bottle on the NG.
Yeah.
I think that just proves that Scottish alcohol is better than American alcohol, and Dave gets Ray.
That's true.
And Ray dropped. There's too much going on. Like, can we get a third caster in here?
Can we get a second caster first? But
Bonesaw gets Percy while surfing the sentry bullets. A lot of movement going on in this game as both soldiers bomb at the same time. Wise gets Ray, but or Wise gets Ray? Yeah.
Yeah,
Wise gets Ray, and Gel just can't get Zoom. He almost gets it done, but
Ray has been dying a lot more than he has in the previous round, but I don't know, I guess just the flank has been a lot more effective in general.
I think Dave has been doing pretty good in general. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Hino's been getting some nice medic kills as well, but both Spies I think doing a pretty good job, and both Sollies doing a phenomenal job at bombing as Michael gets the enemy sniper, but then Hino kills Michael. So both snipers dead. So I think
on the off chance that someone can pass a message on to these scouts, I will give a $5 bounty on fish kills in this playoffs game.
Please
maybe
bankrupt
Dempsey can tag in.
Oh, you've made your bed. You're gonna get bankrupted on fish kills.
I'm alright with this. You know what a way to go out.
Yeah, Michael gets Percy again. I mean, Percy had done a really good job in the first half, but Michael's kind of been, I think, edging it out here in sniper fights, but we can see a banner come out as Imposters try and get up the tracks. Big bomb coming out from Gel, spams out the heavy, but can't get it in the end. And Arts goes down to the sniper. I think maybe squirtyay were a bit too aggressive with that banner. They thought they'd go in and go deep, but not enough, and Fixie Uber comes out. This could be big if they get some nice air blasts, but drops down onto the health pack below point, and probably not going to get anything here unless they forget about Fixie, which they could. If he times this just right, he could get the medic, but we see a pause come out. Or no, I'm just getting a connection problem.
Did they just end the STV early or something?
No, I think ending the STV would just change the next map. I'm getting a connection problem to the server, so
Okay.
Maybe a DDoS?
No. I don't know. I don't think so. Could
Do I
just
dare
be.
say the D word?
Oh no.
So,
Gems. But
that was looking pretty good. 17 seconds though. Well, more than 17
it was
before the
about a
pause
minute.
came out. I don't think, I personally don't think Imposters were going to get the cart to the end in time.
yeah, it would have taken an absolute crumble from squirtyay.
But I don't know. Well, maybe I think although that was definitely going in the favor of squirtyay, maybe we'll just see. I don't know. Maybe we'll see it replayed. We'll see that whole round replayed.
I
or-
just messaged Figsy to try and figure out what's going on with the server, but until then, we'll find out. Ray is in our
Ray's in
chat.
chat. Sup, Ray? What happened?
Yeah, you wanna explain?
Explain yourself,
Nice.
Ray.
Congratulations on the Iron Bomber, Dempsey. And I
Wait,
know
what?
you just found an Iron Bomber. Congratulations.
Okay, the server did die. I have a story about an Iron Bomber. I'm gonna call out the Highlander team Zero Friends Online on stream. So a EU Highlander team called Zero Friends Online are organizing an MGE tournament. You know, so I used to play for that team. So I played in the MGE tournament along with all their players. And at the end of every kind of round, you win a prize, right?
Mm-hmm.
So not letting me open. Okay, so Devi won the Peace Sniper MGE event, which was Sydney Sleeper and Girardi MGE. He won a Strange Sydney Sleeper worth 7.44 refined. Hearts won the Shot Put Sandwich event where you had to throw a sandwich as far as you could, and he won a Festive Sandwich and a Sammy Cap worth 36.77 refined. What do you think I won for winning the demo MGE event?
An Iron Bomber.
I won an Iron Bomber worth 0.11 ref. What's up with that?
Okay, I've been told by Figsy rejoined the server. It should be going back up, but it did die.
Alright, well, I just thought I'd give you a nice little story there, but I see you don't care. That's fine.
Thank you, Dempsey. So, are you still writing?
Me?
Yeah.
What do you mean am I writing?
I mean, how long has it been?
Since I joined TFTV?
No, since you wrote an article.
Oh. Don't talk about that. I'm working on an article. This is exclusive news. Working on an article about E2F12 taking a big break with their next season. There's no more sixes for the rest of 2020 in E2F12, so
Well,
there'll be an
in
article
theory.
about that. In theory, I assume they'll have a cup or something. We've moved on to product for the server's been changed to product, so
I think this is actually the first Koth that we've seen in the playoffs so far.
I think Imposters maybe conceded that squirtyay were going to win that, or
I think apparently they did win it, but the server crashed afterwards because of STV delay.
oh,
Because
could
we're
also
on
be true.
we're on a 90-second delay, so
That
it
is
would have
very true.
happened after that happened. But yeah,
Well, moving on to product here with the lead going to squirtyay.
and this is the lower bracket, so this is life or death for Imposters.
I know we're meant to stay on topic here, but do you want to hear the story about my name being Dem Pussy?
Sure.
So
This isn't capping TV.
this is Capping TV. So when I was living in Germany, someone got in touch with me and said they needed help translating it was a book written in Mandarin Chinese and German, and they wanted to translate it into English. So they wanted me to translate the German parts into English. So I did, and then my name was listed in the credits of the book. But obviously the issue is my name has to be translated into Mandarin Chinese to be credited in the book. Turns out Irla Dempsey isn't very easy to translate into Mandarin Chinese. So my name in the Mandarin Chinese, in the credits of the book, is Irla Dem Pussy.
I like how the hard part translates isn't Irla, it's Dempsey.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose maybe I can't remember. Maybe it was Ir Allah or something, but I definitely remember Dempsey being Dempussy.
A published translator.
This is a plug. Go out and buy Comic in Gesellschaft by Andreas something. It's a book about comic books, I think. I don't know. I didn't read the book. I just translated it.
You read the words, but you didn't really register what they meant.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
So I've been told by Figsy we're just waiting on Sandblast to, well, get his lovely button to the server.
You know, he's on Tinder. He's uploading more pictures of his butt to his Tinder account, I guess.
Probably. Maybe he can verify this.
Yeah, can we get an interview, post-game interview with Sandblast?
Yeah. You don't get this on the RGL stream.
You don't get this kind of banner on the authoritarian RGL stream.
Well, either way, he isn't here. And, well, I'm sure. I made the mistake of reading chat.
Yeah, that's a mistake. I guess it's important to mention that this is squirtyay's map pick.
Oh yes, indeed it is. So that doesn't really bode well for Inquisition.
Yeah, it really doesn't. I mean, maybe not. I mean,
well, in theory.
They struggled a bit on Upward, but
you like to think that the map you pick is the one that you're gonna win?
Yeah, but, you know, I'm all about keeping it in the back pocket, you know? Keep your cards close to your chest.
Them in picking your good map.
You see, I keep it in my back pocket, and Sandblast's back pocket is so big he can keep so much in it.
I was gonna say, if it is really that big, you can't keep anything in your back pocket. It just breaks.
Shut up. Anyway,
maybe he's keeping it in his prison wallet instead.
Prison wallet?
Are you really gonna make me spell out what that is on stream, Dempsey?
No, yep.
Alright, Looster has
I thought you
told
meant like
us
a striped. I thought you meant a striped black and white wallet for a second.
What did you Google prison wallet?
No, I didn't. It's listen. It's like it's 20 to 4 in the morning. My brain is running on like 20% power.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot it's early for you.
Anyway, this is.
You're usually playing Highlander at this time.
Yeah, my team, lost most games.
Well, hey, we're technically playoffs in UGC, but we forfeited against Sandblast's team.
We feared his massive ass.
We really did. Has a gravitational field, man.
I have nothing. I want to make it clear. I don't know Sandblast. I have nothing against him. This is just funny to me.
Well, you have nothing against him. You're complimenting him.
Am I? I don't know. If I tuned into a stream, they kept talking about how big my ass is. I don't know how I'd feel about it.
Would you rather we talk about how small it is?
I'd rather you not talk about it at all, to be honest.
But, like, if you're going to talk about it.
Moving on. I don't know. I mean, like I mentioned this at the start of the cast, but maybe some people missed this, that squirtyay actually beat Imposters on a Vigil earlier in the season, but ended up banning Vigil in the map pick process. I think my Discord just died. If you cannot see my screen share anymore, Ire.
Oh no. Well, while we're waiting for that to come back, I did link you the picture I was talking about. Or a tweet with the picture I was talking about.
Do I want to look at this picture?
I mean, it'll give context, like, my comment.
I mean, yeah, but I don't... Holy shit. Is that Sandblast?
The one in the card? Yeah, the Sandblast underneath his name.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's it.
Man got cake.
He really does. What do you mean you can't put it on stream, Looster?
Booster is worried about a TOS here for putting a picture of Sandblast's massive ass on stream, but goddamn,
He's
that
very
man's
close.
dummy thick.
If it makes you feel any better about it, Artrism would probably find it hilarious.
Yeah, keep talking to the producer that nobody can hear.
Well, you know what? That's the least scuffed part about this cast.
I think stream sharing is back on, so you'll be able to actually cast again, Ire.
Maybe.
As we're waiting on squirtyay to get 2 more of their players into the server. We're waiting on Ray and Sandblast to join.
Yeah, well, Ray was in the server. I don't know why he left.
Oh, Sandblast joining the server.
Yeah, the server just got a little heavier.
I can feel the I can feel the presence of his ass across the ocean. My bones are vibrating.
That might just be an earthquake. I am seeing 3 dots.
What does that mean?
Nothing good.
Oh, you mean on the screen share?
Yes.
Bro, I don't know. My PC can't handle all this.
I know. My brain can't handle much more of this either. Our producer is playing Pokemon. You'd love to see it.
Yeah, I don't know if I can screen share. I think you're going to have to be on like the 8-second delay for the stream again, buddy.
Alrighty then.
Listen, my PC is fine. Ire's PC won't let him join the server, so I have to screen share the match to Ire while also keeping the stream open and TF2 running. I don't have enough RAM for this shit.
This is very unfortunate. Yeah, you can just download more though.
Can you send me a link to that? I'll do it right now.
Sure. Well, I'll try to fix a config. I might actually be able to join the game.
Just join. Face your computer, bro.
I tried to do that 3 times.
Just restart your PC. It's fine. You're not casting anyway.
Alright, well, I'll...
Oh, he left. Now it's just... Yep, that man just left to go restart his PC. Now I'm just here, I'm all alone with Looster, the producer, that nobody on stream can actually hear. We can see if DumTum wants to hop in for some NA Highlander. Oh, someone in chat is saying they can hear you, Looster. He's just trying to gaslight Looster. We're starting for the second map of this game. Let's see what happens. Good roll it. I don't know. I'm alone. It's boring. Anyway, nice spam coming out from Flare. A little bit more damage onto Arts here as he gets healed back up. I kind of expect that squirtyay here will utilize their flank. I think their flank is really strong and they're just going to be abusing that the whole game as Gel goes in for a bomb on Zoom right away. Gets a nice rocket but can't get the second one off, so Zoom will just end up nice and low. Dave gets Arts here and kind of falls apart here for squirtyay. It looked like it was going pretty well. They got a nice Sully bomb in, good distraction, but as that happened, their demo got stabbed and their other players kind of got cleaned up. Anyway, Imposters end up capping the point and they're going to back off as slight Uber out here for squirtyay, but we don't know if they do. It looks like they know they're going straight in with Sandblast to try and drop Zoom, but he's getting air blasted and the Uber comes out for Zoom. Very late Uber here, so... Oh, Inquisition surfs some spam right into Ray, gets the medic, and goes all the way behind, but as he's going behind, his team's being cleaned up by Sand. Sand got some really nice damage out there, the heavy. Sandblast pushing up aggressive now, but gets sniped by Michael and the mini sentry, and looks like squirtyay are going to try and get the point here, but their players are kind of low and they're down their flank, so I'd like to see if Imposters could abuse the flank here and kind of push in, keep the pressure going before... Oh, Flare goes down to Percy. That's a big snipe. As Michael gets arts though, so both demos get sniped here, so bit of an equal situation, but I think I'd like to say that pushing with your demo is much more difficult than holding with your demo. And Zoom gets backstabbed by Hino. I'm not exactly sure what Uber he was on, but I think maybe about 70. Inquisition goes into Sand, but Sands picks him up very low, but still doing damage. Musique and Wise alone on point as Wise bombs in, but nothing comes of it. He gets air blasted away. And big kills coming out here for squirtyay again. And this time, they'll be able to keep control of point and I think get a more solid hold here. But we can see Hino goes down as Starfruit gets sniped as well, so not too important. Flare just trying to spam out Percy. Oh, and he gets him. That's some nice pipes. And he forces the Uber out from Ray. Very nice pipes from Flare, keeping the spam up. And Ray gets sniped as well, trying to leave. I mean, that was just so suboptimal for them. Ray gets forced by Flare's nice pipes coming in over the point. And then he has no scout to lead him back out, so he's just too slow and gets sniped trying to leave. And I don't know if we'll see Imposters might be trying to wait for their Uber here before really dedicating to a push, even though I think I'd like to see them push in, especially now that squirtyay Sniper is dead. This is a really good opportunity to push in and try and get some room, but and they get the demo as well. I mean, I'm a bit confused as to why Imposters aren't trying to push more here. They do have the point, but they could really destroy squirtyay here if they push in, use their Uber ad, but I think squirtyay have coughed on and backed out a bit more, so might see Gel go for a bit of a bomb. He's in not a bad position, but he's getting spammed out. Yes, Hino gets caught there, and now as the Ubers are starting to even out, squirtyay on about 70%, so they can see that the Ubers are starting to even out and they're not as... Oh, Sandblast going huge. Now the Uber comes out for Imposters, and we'll see Ray just back out behind the house to keep this Uber going. 90%, they're going to get it and push back in. Big bomb. Big bomb from Gel. Can't get it done again. Gel's bombs have been really nice. He's really good at getting that first rocket off, but Imposters have been denying him, so he doesn't have time to get a good clean second rocket off, which, you know, it's a struggle when you're a Solly and you bomb in, hit a nice fat 100 damage rocket, and then there's just a pyro in your face. That really just kind of sucks the life force out of you, I think, but very exciting first round, a lot of action going on, very little downtime, which I think is a very exciting part of Highlander, but also makes it difficult to cast, especially when your other caster leaves to go fucking restart his PC. Percy gets Michael in the sniper duel and Starfruit.
Hello.
Percy popping off a bit. Wait, you're back! Thank God. My vocal cords are hurting. He flare bombs in, gets Percy and the NG and forces the Uber out from Ray. Massive from Flare. I've got to say I've been really impressed with how Flare's been keeping the spam going, and that bomb, huge. Zoom gets piped and forced though by Arts. Wow, Demo's forcing out both Ubers here, and oh, it's really not a good Uber. I mean, they take point with it, they're able to scare squirtyay off the point, but no actual kills coming back from that Uber as the squirtyay's demo gets stabbed, so squirtyay
Okay, now I can actually hear it. My headphones are back.
Welcome back. Zoom's pretty low
Thank you
here.
for holding down the fort there, Nubs.
No worries.
But I am actually back in the game.
Percy gets stabbed by Dave, so no sniper here, and I think Imposters might use this to push up a bit and deny squirtyay's push. It looks like squirtyay want to push the point, but without a sniper, Imposters really have full room to do whatever they want. And you can see the damage coming in on their combo behind Rock there, big spam. But I think they're just letting the clock run down. They want to let it go to overtime before they really contest this, as they let all the spam come on the point. Sandblast gets the Uber, drops Flare. Zoom finally Ubers on Inquisition. He almost drops Inquisition as well. And I don't know, I mean, squirtyay got so much time on the cap here for the overtime. I think Imposters left it a little too late to go fight this, as Sand moves on the point. Wise bombs behind but gets taken down, and yeah, squirtyay are going to cap this point. Pretty disappointing from Imposters. I think they could have played that a bit more aggressively. They wanted to I think, let the timer run out entirely, but they let squirtyay get so much time that the overtime just lasted too long. And also, Ayer's gone again.
Okay, I don't
He's
know.
back.
I had to restart my mumble because I couldn't hear you.
Alright.
But yes, I am back for real this time. The problem was Essentials HUD.
It's always Essential's problem.
Yeah, it really is.
Can't believe you throw them under the bus on their own stream. As Ye come in, but their heavy gets stabbed by Dave. That could be big, but they've already gotten all the kills they need, so it's not going to matter in the end. The first round looks like it's going to go to squirtyay here. Dave's getting big stabs, but can anyone get to point in time? No, they can't. Good effort from Dave, but first round will go to squirtyay.
Yes, indeed. I can't really comment on that round because I wasn't there for it, but yeah.
That was very chaotic.
That's good to know. We're gonna have something to do interesting to watch at the very least.
I mean, Flair was doing a really good job that last round. Dave already getting sniped, so I think at this point it's nice and handy that no, you can just walk forward, but never mind, Sand tries to walk forward and eats a bullet in the mouth.
Ooh, he managed to pick up the heavy there as well.
So both heavies going down, but oh. And Arts goes down to Flair, and Flair gets the spy as well. Flair just walking across point, doing a lot, but getting caught out by the flank.
Yeah, he walked a little too far, I think. Just not really respecting the team at all, and all that positioning that Blue managed to get onto point is all just gone now.
Yeah, I think Flair just knew he could get so much damage out and was calling to his team to move in, move forward, but you know, his team was already pretty shaky. Few players were low, few players were dead, and he just didn't have the best position to move up there, but can't blame him for trying. As Flair bombs in, big bomb, hits Ray for a lot,
all the way
forces Ray. That's a big, big play from Flair.
I'm really surprised he managed to get that force, because he got really stuffed on that bomb, just somehow managing to get those miracle stickies off.
I mean, yeah, he got that first stickier pipe off, which got Ray low and juggled them into the air, and then the second pipe was coming. You can't blame Ray for forcing there. I mean, just too close for comfort. As Imposters going to use this to come in. They don't have Uber yet, but they're just playing off the Uber advantage and hoping that squirtyay will back out and be a bit fearful. They lose their demo here. So, I don't know. Maybe once Arts comes back up, we'll see another demo sack. Demo and Sully at the same time, maybe, I think. But, I mean, Flair's been going in for sacks alone, but he's just been so consistent with making it work for him. You know, if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But it also feels like something it can't keep working, right? Like
I don't know.
Gotta
It's Highlander.
That's very true. Dave tried to get some all done, but got cleaned up by fixing Sandblast. And
Uber coming out for Sandblast. He forces them, and Inquisition going behind to try and deal with the players behind. And now they're going to try collapse on a point on squirtyay, but squirtyay just back up. I think squirtyay are in a better position here with heals. Good positioning as they force. Flair is disconnected from people. Their whole team's kind of running around the place, all low, all eating spam. Just a bit scared, I think, of squirtyay's currently more composed, more cohesive team.
Well, despite it just being a way better Uber from Zoom, in terms of time at least, like, everyone just kind of died immediately afterwards, including Zoom, so that is point handily back in the hands of the red team.
Yeah, I mean, squirtyay, I think, you can't just chalk it up to DM. I do think they are the better team DM-wise, but also they've just been a lot more cohesive in these team fights. Their flank have been very good at going in when they need to. I've got to admit, though, Flair, I think, is the better demo as he gets sniped. And Sandblast pushes in.
Oh, but John from Cali's gonna get stabbed as well, so trading them.
Yeah, Arts gets taken down by Dave there, and yeah, I mean, they got a load of kills for squirtyay here, so maybe we'll see a forward hold. We can see their heavy moving up, but not everyone's moved up yet. Sully and Heavy taking play fear, but deciding to back out as their NG goes down, and the entire Imposters team busts out on the grass. Wise looks like he wants to go for a sack. No, the Pyro looks at him, they make eye contact, and he fears.
Yeah. I mean, Sandblast as well has just been doing such a great job controlling that flank, just getting kills wherever he can. And, like, not to disrespect Bonesaw, but, like, there's a reason that Sandblast is one of the best scouts in all of America, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can compare it to Sandblast, just obviously I think better DM-wise. Not to say that Bonesaw hasn't killed him a few times. I think Bonesaw's playing a bit smart in Highlander when you're a scout and you know the enemy team's scout is better. You're just going to bide your time, wait until you see them take a pipe or take a rocket, and then you're going to try and collapse on them. So there's definitely ways to beat scouts if you're not confident in your DM. Just have to be a bit more patient maybe as the Uber comes out for Zoom.
Like, Percy has been absolutely popping off, though, like, winning that SVS again.
Yeah, but we see squirtyay with a much later Uber, again, just bringing Sandblast into it. They're confident Sandblast will get all these frags. And Hino also picking up some nice kills on players trying to run away from Sandblast.
Yeah, that was a massive amount of frags that they were, like, crucially just not even having to pop until the Uber was, like, almost over for blue, so that puts them in a really good spot with just 3 seconds left on the point. They'll try to get on it and make it work, but it is just going to be people feeding for the point. They aren't going to find much of anything at all. Second round to squirtyay in much more dominant fashion than the last.
I mean, you weren't here for the first round, so...
Well, I mean, the times were not as close.
Yes, very true. Definitely a more consistent game for squirtyay, more in control, I feel, and just showing that they have a better understanding of this map, I think, as Dave gets caught out nice and early. Starfruit gets sniped, and this isn't too important. I think they're still going to be playing pretty basic as Arts gets spammed to high heaven and dies,
and
but...
Michael PC go down to Hino. Hey, she gets a third on the phone saw. Monsters mid from the spy.
Can we get a Hino cam? I want to watch this, man. I'm on Hino cam. Gets the teleporter. Oh.
High impact.
Going back for a nice little buff. See what this man does. I'm on Hino cam. You guys can do whatever you want.
I mean, there's not a whole lot really happening. I was just players trying to work their way through, and Pyro just blasting back some spam. But I mean, no frags actually being exchanged. Surprising.
Hino with
Dave
a suboptimal decloak.
trying to do.
But
Well, not as suboptimal as Dave. He lost his life.
Hino's going for the sniper pick though in the middle of all this, trying to find where Michael's gone, but opting to just zap the buildings and keep the enemy team a bit more busy. So many players
Big
slow.
bomb
Butter
onto
knives the
Zoom.
Pyro, trying to shoot down Michael. Can't get it done. Alright, I'm done with Hino cam.
Gel killed Zoom in the meantime, so he missed a bit.
Whoops.
Whoopsie. Big bomb again.
Flares.
From Flare. Not gonna get it this time. And Stark figured out that what you need to beat Sandblast is just something that aims for you.
Wow. That's rude. Oh well, but we can see that squirtyay have the better Uber here, Uber advantage, so I wonder if we're going to see another trademarked Flare Big Dick Bomb.
It's been working so far.
He's getting a buff, but I don't know if he looks like he wants to bomb or just fight this yet. Spamming out the enemy team right now. And they
actually,
Uber, big
it's
Uber
still
coming
gonna
out from
come out.
squirtyay.
Yeah, and it's not gonna find much anything at all. The Chime from Cali did manage to find the bottle onto the heavy, so there's that at least.
Sandblast's so good at finding these kills though. Even in that suboptimal Uber, he was able to find Flare and keep the pressure on, and he's just wreaking havoc on the flank in the post Uber now. Trying to go into the enemy spawn. Gets caught up by Musique. Maybe a little too aggressive there. I think Sandblast just having fun at this point, fragging. Trying to chase down as many frags as he can, and I don't know, I can't blame him, but Uber's in the favor of Imposters here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at the very least, Zoomzy did somehow manage to stay alive there. I think it was like only 2 people left on blue, but they used just the fear of that Uber had to basically take the point. But they're almost gonna like wipe for it. It's dropped so many players and still has to pop the Uber, so really poor positioning here for blue, and they're actually not even gonna manage to get the point. Flare got headshot into the
Flare
ground
got
there.
planted. Yeah, Zoom was able to survive squirtyay's Uber because of the Pyro Inquisition being able to airblast Sandblast away, and then in the Uber push there, they were just a little too scared. I think they gave squirtyay a bit too much respect, or not enough respect. Sorry,
Percy,
they thought.
my man, managed to get Zoom in all of that.
I think squirtyay thought, or Imposters thought they would able to just be, they'd be able to pressure squirtyay out with just the fear of their Uber, but squirtyay weren't having it, got all those kills, and now the Uber's back in their favor after that failed Uber push. So we're going to see another Sandblast Uber right into Inquisition, take care of the pyro first, so then you can shoot everyone else without worry. Sandblast cleaning up everyone.
And yeah, that's gonna be the final round here. Just one more for squirtyay to take this whole suit. No, never mind. This is Highlander rules, right? Wait, this is half.
Yep, it's over.
It's over. Wait, never mind. They're not using RGL 6's rule.
They're all done. That is it. It is over.
Is the first to 4 only in RGL 6's? I played Product. I should know this.
It is definitely over.
Okay.
Production value.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, I got into the game for 2 rounds.
Proud of you, buddy.
Thank you. I'm proud of myself too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. I thought squirtyay maybe looked like the weaker team on that first round of Upward, but they proved me wrong. They came back strong. They came back strong on the next round, and even stronger on Product. I mean, the first round a little bit shaky, I think, because they were just figuring out how exactly they wanted to play. But the second and third round, I think, a lot more dominant for them, and they really showed that they're the better Product team.
We do have some logs at least to look at. To oogle at, I suppose. Actually, wait, no, I think I might have just pasted the wrong map. Did I? I actually am not sure.
Anyway.
Okay, well, regardless, the right ones I think are on stream.
I have Product logs that I will...
Yeah, the ones I linked in Mumble are wrong. There we go. Yes, you're probably right.
I got you, buddy. Anyway, we saw Sandblast, 474 DPM. I mean, that's kind of what I expected. The man was getting every Uber that he wanted and just fragging out to Kingdom Come. Percy also getting lots of kills, very rarely dying. That's surprising. I thought Michael PC was winning a lot more sniper v sniper on the second round of Upward, but I think Percy picked it up a bit better.
Yeah, Product, he was just popping off. Like, I swear, every push, you would just be in the background, like, always wreaking havoc.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm surprised with Flair's logs. I mean, the man didn't get many kills and died a lot. I thought Flair was doing a much better job than it showed in the logs.
I feel like he was basically a roamer. Like, he got a lot of sacks in, he found some impact, but it's not going to do well for your stat line.
Yeah, I suppose the things I was praising Flair for the most would have been him spamming out the enemy team and forcing off Ubers and just zoning the enemy team, but I suppose he wasn't getting many kills.
Yeah, it still got massive damage.
Yeah, I mean, he still had decent enough damage, but just struggling to maybe finish off the kills, which can be an issue with Highlander, where, you know, you have 9 people in front of you and you can do 80 damage to all of them, but in the chaos of Highlander, it can be a bit difficult to focus specific players down compared to 6s, where it's much more clear who's low, who you can shoot at, and
just
Highlander just has that. Yeah, Highlander just has that extra chaos aspect that makes it harder to focus people down.
Yeah, and I mean, nothing too unexpected in the medic logs as well. Ray getting 4 more Ubers, but that's mostly just indicative of how the game went.
Yeah, I mean, Ray also died 2 times that entire game, whereas Imposters medic died, Zoom died a lot more, so I think that's just more indicative of the fact that Ray had a lot more protection in that Product game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, also just, if your team is getting kind of destroyed, not much you can do about it.
Yeah, to be fair, I did notice that Zoom a few times maybe overextended with his Ubers, where Sandblast wasn't in the Uber, or Sandblast left the Uber, and he kept going in, where you really need that scout speed to get out of some more tricky situations as a medic. But I don't think there's much more to add.
No, not really. So, unfortunately.
Yeah. I think ire.exe has stopped working, but I guess I'll just wrap up here. Thanks for watching. I think Ire had something to say, but he's gone. Thanks for watching. That was a pretty good game to watch. I'm excited to see where squirtyay goes into the lower bracket grand finals, how their next game goes. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with some more RGL action.